Here at the Command Center, JW Solar USA. Look at the weather condition right now we have. Because of this, I would like to take the opportunity to swap my MIDNITE Classic out of my Command Center and install the PT100, the MAGNUM PT100 fast track MPPT charge controller. So it has been raining all night yesterday, and the weather has been like this for weeks, well, almost over a week or two now, and not enough sunlight. And guys, if you look the camera, you can see the drop of water coming down from the shingles, just to show you how this weather is kind of crazy, you know, right now. But anyway, here goes my FTA, free-to-air satellite. If you haven't watched that video, check it out. Good video. And I'll take this time and take out the other charge controller and start the installation. Stay tuned and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, we are back in the Command Center. This is the Command Center. The other side here is kind of a little bit messy because where the Outback used to be, I have to take it down and do some I want to do some managements there. While I was trying to put the XW6048, the Xantrex, but I just decided it's gonna be too heavy for my board, so I don't want to show you that mess right there. But here is the MAGNUM, and right here is the system. So folks, I just want to show you, and this is how things gonna go. I'm gonna take the MIDNITE out, and the position where the MIDNITE is right now, I'm gonna be swapping the Outback onto that position, to the number 2 position, and taking the MIDNITE Classic out. So number 1 position where the FlexMax 80 is, the Outback, that'll be the position for the MAGNUM PT100. It's going to be installed right there. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, like and share the video. I'll be right back. Thanks for watching. Alright, the project started here, and taking down the Classic, like I said on the video, and let's go. And here, and there. Alright, stay tuned. I'll be back. Alright, and Classic is coming out now. You can see the inside and all the wirings, the cover plate, and see inside. And I can't be doing all this with one hand, so I just want to show you how things are coming apart, and stay tuned. Grab this side, pull the covers out. Now I'm taking out the necessary things here. This is the communication port, the Ethernet cable, and this is for for the firmware update. It's a USB. This is where you plug on the computer to get it all updated. So here is the battery temperature sensor. Okay, out. So just more of the Wristband Junior out. From here is the wire for the Wristband Junior is connected to the aux 2 negative right there. And mind you guys, this is a MIDNITE Classic 200. Okay, you gotta take the positive from the PV. You can see that corner right there. PV, negative for the battery and positive for the battery. The negative for the PV connect to the negative ground, which is the shunt. This is where you want. This is how you want to connect it. It goes to the ground of the shunt, and this is the positive of the PV, negative of the battery, positive of the battery. All right, folks. This is the Ethernet cable that goes to the display, the MNGP. That's how it's called, MNGP display. Okay. This display right here is called MNGP, and you just see it's only one plug here, which is the Ethernet cable goes inside there. So that's why when you update the Classic, you have to make sure when you update the Classic from here for the software, and you make sure you update this one as well, which is the MNGP display. That's what it's called, MNGP. So this one has its own firmware, and that one has its own firmware. This is where you can see the revision. What revision do you have? So by updating the software for the Classic to talk, this one has to be updated too, the MNGP, and the Classic has to be updated. Stay tuned for that video coming up very soon. Take care, guys. Subscribe, like, and share. Okay, I have a long screwdriver here. I already took the negative part of it. There's the wire right here, and I'm just taking out the positive right now. It's out. So, and this is the solar. Is out. So this is how you dismantle MIDNITE Classic to replace a PT100 fast track MPPT charge controller from MAGNUM. See, this is the thing when you have a proper wire management thing, so I can be able to slide this thing right here and just remove thing. And these are all my wires in there. I can able to dismantle it and then put it back. You can see the wires perfectly done by JW Solar USA. Alright, stay tuned. Well, this bad boy is gonna be replacing that guy right there, that corner. So this one is gonna move over there, and the PT100 over there. Well, a quick glance for you guys. Pull this one. That's the inside part of the PT100. Alright, this is the inside of the FlexMax 80. and already trying to get these parts, take them apart. And this is the communication going to the router right there, and this one here is the battery temperature sensor. Okay, all right, and this one's already loosened up. This is the negative of the battery, and this is the positive of the battery. Okay, and this is the PV wire. All right, earth ground is already out. So this guy is gonna be going over there, just swapping the machines and use the same hardware to that. And this one connection here, wiring, is gonna be going for the PT100. I'll move all this other stuff right here, goes to that machine and gets the PT100 devices to hook up on this other side when this one gets right there. There goes the turbo fan right here for the outback, so you guys can see. Took that thing off. It's kind of deflecting the air, sucking and pass it all the way out. So we're tearing down the command center. After removing all the charge controllers, this is how it looks like. Always advise for you guys to have like bushings like this. Got it from my local hardware store where I normally pick up solar stuff in the cities. And mount the charge controller right there. This one's sitting to give a airflow at the bottom or the back of it, so the system can able to cool off pretty good. So this is what it is right now. I'm gonna take this ring off, and communication is still here. The USB for the classic to update the firmware. Here is the temperature sensor for the outback. So, well, that's how it is. It's a heavy gauge wire right here. You can see a 600 volts is a 4 AWG, I think. Yeah, right there. I think so. I think it's number 4 or number 6. Yeah, it's number 6 right here. It's down there. Well, if you look at it, that's a template right there of the Magnum. You can see that's the frame you can mount it on. So I just put a mark right there with a pencil. You can see it faintly from here and all the way. Okay, the template is already up there. So this is where the inverter is going to mount on these little holes right there. And to distribute the weight evenly, you got to flip it. The feet, don't think this one's going to be higher so they can have a flow underneath. These ones have to be have to face up the inverter, because the see that cut right there and all the way up here, so they have to be under this. They have to be flushing with this one. There has to be a room for down here as well, so that's why you want to mount it. Alright, the PT100 is already up, and you guys can see. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. See if I can finish up this install today. But one inverter charge controller is supposed to be up, charging the batteries. It's really cloudy outside. Just a quick glance on the window here, so I can screen on it, but you can see how dark it is outside. might probably finish up this install today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye. Alright, so far so good, guys. This is the farthest I've gone installing this PT100 power tracking MPPT charge controller from MAGNUM 100 amps. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna be doing a test. I'm not gonna complete all the installation and do a test if the if the charge controller is working, if it's gonna send power. I know it's new, but I just have to test it and see. Since I've got it, I haven't done any test on it and see the initial turn on or the initial start on this device. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe and